see with David Louie. Thank you for coming to Kung Fu Theater.
Thank you for reminding me.
All right, Sifu, how did you start your martial art training?
Oh, well, I would say that when I first started, it was probably when my mother used to take me to Chinese movies. I used to see all these Chinese opera and Kung Fu movies. And then later on, as we get older, then my friends and I, we wanted to find a Kung Fu studio. So we first started with White Crane style under Sifu Quentin Fong. And later on, I got into American wrestling and judo, and then Yao Gunmen came across to me in high school. And I learned from Sifu Wong Cheng. And Yao Gunmen really showed me something different, that even though as I was learning Yao Gunmen, I also was learning things from my friends who were teaching me Baksulam, Chole Fut, modern Arnis, which is Filipino stick fighting, and some Wing Chun.
Like Kung Fu at that time, is it popular in Chinatown, or you can only learn in Chinatown, or can you learn from outside?
Probably around that time, it was more in Chinatown that I noticed, and it was always like hitting doors and in garages, because that's where we started.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, you mentioned about Yao Gunmen, right? Now you are teaching Yao Gunmen right now.
Yes.
What's the history of Yao Gunmen?
Yao Gunmen originated in this Shaolin temple, and it went to Canton, and probably about 1924 was when a name was given to the style, and it was called Yao Gunmen. And it went to Hong Kong, and my master came from Hong Kong, and he taught us. Now, after a while, I started learning from a second Yao Gunmen instructor, and his name is Wan Dak Gay, for Master Richard Van. And yeah, he carried me through a lot of different things.
He's also in the United States?
Yes, he's down in Los Angeles.
So, what is unique about Yao Gunmen? You know, you mentioned about originally from the Shaolin Temple and things like that. Right?
Yeah, to me, Yao Gunmen seemed like it carried on into more of a more modern or continued type development, where in the older styles, more classical styles, they keep their hands on the back with one hand in front. In Yao Gunmen, they consider protecting the midsection up front, so they keep their arms up here all the time.
Right.
And the footwork of Yao Gunmen, there's a lot of shuffling. Instead of just stepping forward and stepping back, the front foot shuffles up and it jumps back.
So you mentioned about midsection. So is it Yao Gunmen considered long or short range?
I would say medium, because when we bring our shoulders forward, we also bring our chest further back. So then our arms are not necessarily short, they become a little bit more medium.
Right, okay. So what's the emphasis of Yao Gunmen?
Emphasis of Yao Gunmen is to work on 3 different things, and I would say self-defense, safety, respecting other people, and their styles, because all styles are good.
Right. Okay. So you mentioned about Yao Gunmen, origin from Hong Kong. Do you have an organization worldwide or only in San Francisco?
No, Yao Gunmen is pretty big. They're over in Hong Kong, they're in Australia, they're up in Canada, and San Diego, Los Angeles, Oakland, San Francisco, and so forth.
Quite a big organization.
Yeah.
And what are you going to be demonstrating?
Today I will be demonstrating some techniques with some of my students, and I will show you a modified hand form.
Okay, good. All right, let's check it out.
All right, right now I would like to show you some emphasis on the essence of Yao Gunmen. Yao Gunmen, again, is translated as the way of the flexible power. Now, part of Yao Gunmen is to put the arms forward, as I was mentioning in the interview, that most styles will keep their hands back here, but in Yao Gunmen, most of the movements are kept up here, because when this hand is moving or blocking, this one is always defending somewhere, or he can reach out. So you're always on guard protecting the midsection. Okay? In Yao Gunmen horse stance, the stance is wide up to this point. It is not very wide because of the maneuverability of the set. Okay? So the stance shuffles forward, it shuffles back. Okay? We shift, we can move to different angles, and so forth. Okay? I have some of my students here. Steve will be performing some techniques. Okay, Steve, just do one. Okay. Now, this is called inside blocking, because when he brings out 2 hands, okay, anytime I am inside the 2 arms, he can strike me from both sides. When I am outside, I am over here. What I will do is I will defend from the outside and attack him and take him down. Okay? Okay. Now, this is an arm bar, crossover, and I keep him down. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's do it slow again. Okay, 1, I stopped it, my motion's here, he is attacking, the shift of the horse moves over and charges forward to him. Now, in Yaogunwen, we have a movement called Lamda, which is a strike. Rather than strike, I control, push to hit, arm bar, back, and I'm done. Okay? Same type motion, this time I will stay inside. Okay, one stop. And I'm inside, and that hand's got to come in, and I raise, and I follow through, and I take him down. Okay? Now we'll do that a little faster, and you see the flow of the movement. Okay. Thank you. Next, we have John to perform. Now what we'll do is a different combination, and on the different combination, he will punching toward my stomach, and he will see that he has an opening in my face. Okay, first move, stop. Now, it looks like two arms are down here, but in essence, I'm setting him up for the second motion. When he brings the second motion, I have to go in, and I will strike down. Okay? Now we'll go a little faster. Okay, now, one more. Let's try a different movement. Instead of just blocking on the first motion, I will attack him on the motion. Okay. Next we have Joseph. And let's see, Joseph will try out for like a boxing technique. Okay? Now, boxing again, I will be inside. And then inside, and I will move this floor. Okay? Now let's do it again, but just stop. Okay? Stop. Okay, next stop, go. In Yaogunwen, we have what we call Gok Zhurong. Gok Zhurong is just straight right into the neck. But in my technique, what I'll do is I'm just going to carry him through. Okay? Okay, ready? Now, that was inside. Now we're going to do outside. My hands will be out here. Okay? 1, 2, and I will flow in. Okay? All right? Okay. Thank you. Next, we have speed. And let's see, wild man style. You see people who are drunk and they're really mad at you and they're going to charge at you. And they're going to come down and strike at you. Okay, now Steve, come down. Now, you see the double arm? Okay, go again. Now, double arm is about the easiest way to do because you'll see a lot of people when they get scared and they see something coming down and attack. The first thing you do is shrug and put your arms up. Well, that's perfect. That's what we're doing here. Okay. Good. Okay. Now, when you gain your confidence, the next one is just one arm. All you do is one arm and lean forward into the movement. Okay, just go 1, 2. That's it. Okay? Now, when I continue on and say, why wait and just keep defending, we're going to go right into the movement. Okay? Okay. Next is kick. Let's do some kicks. Okay? Kicks, a side kick to the midsection. Okay, just do one slow. Now, midsection movement, if I just back up, using the Yaogunwen quickness of the horse stance, I'm away from my target. But we go a little bit beyond that and we'll move sideways to it. And then we can attack. Okay? Either side. Thank you. Okay, let's see, what's Steve? Now, Steve is kicking to my midsection. A little better, please, sir. Okay, now, before we go on, horse stances. We always talk about horse stances. Horse stances are a very important thing in all martial arts because that gives you the stability and the strength of the movement. Now, when you're standing on a square stance and you cross over, I will be using this motion as a defensive movement. Okay. Okay, we'll do that slow. Okay, real slow. Strike. Step down. I'm down in my cross stance. I see his motion's got to come up. Push his arm up. Swing down. And I got him down. Okay? Now, that was the back leg. Let's go with the front leg. Here, and then we go. Okay? Here, and then we go. Keep your arms up. And go. Okay, go back. Very good. Next? Yeah. Give me a roundhouse kick. Okay, now roundhouse kick coming down. Walk into the energy. Don't wait for it to come down at you. And when you see that hand coming out, just take the leg down and push him forward, and you got it done. And that's it for our technique. Next, I would like to do the handset to show you the essence of Yaogunwen. And we will begin. I will try and perform most of it forward because we have our cameras this time. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Sifu Louie. Thank you for demonstrating excellent technique. Okay, thank you, everybody. Okay, thank you. All right, now we're all back to the movie Karate Killer. All right.